This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us. For the 29th straight year, the mayors of all the Suncoast cities are teaming up to lead Thanksgiving food drives in their cities. We learned tonight that the need is greater now than it has been in recent years. ABC7's Ray Collins joins us with this story tonight. Ray.
Haley, the recession is long over, the jobless rate is relatively low, but the need for food remains high. Mary Gomes knows how it feels to be chronically hungry.
I've been there.
That's why Mary and her 7-year-old daughter Brenda are making sure to give to the mayor's drive to feed the hungry. How does it feel?
It feels great because everybody's in a situation sometime in their life, and I've been there, and it's changed my life, and I want to change somebody else's.
Mary's among those who helped buy turkeys for the annual Thanksgiving food drive. The so-called Mayor's Feed the Hungry program has collected more than 200 tons of food since 1987. Volunteer Erika Webb says the need is worse this year than recent years.
There's a lot of people who have fallen from their job situations, and just overall they have made some kind of choices, and the economy is a little worse. We have a food pantry that we operate, and our numbers have went from 140 families on one day to 180 to 200 families, and there is a dramatic increase for people looking for food sources.
And the food drive organizer says many of those who receive the donations are moved by the generosity.
I mean, we get people who call us on the phone are just in tears thanking us just for a box of food. So it really makes a big difference to them.
A big difference for them, and a big lesson for Mary's daughter Brenda, who is happy, she says, to see this food drive in action.
Can you tell me why?
Because it's great to help others.
Well said. There are 330 drop-off points around the Suncoast. The final day is Friday at Ed Smith Stadium, Haley.
And Ray, what if people want to help just beyond giving a donation?
Well, they're looking for volunteers right now at the Ed Smith Stadium Friday. So if you want to donate or help sort the food, stop by Friday at Ed Smith Stadium.
It always feels better to see your help in action,
That's
I think.
true.
All right, thank you, Ray. The Department of Children and Families is now investigating the staff at a Sarasota preschool. According to the incident report from the Florida Department of Health, students at the Kinderhouse preschool went on a field trip last month. But when they arrived at their destination, workers forgot a 4-year-old in the vehicle. The child was not hurt, but was alone for about 2 hours. That was the length of the field trip. DCF is looking into the matter. Kinderhouse preschool has already been cited with safety violations and was ordered to pay a $250 fine, as well as implement a corrective action plan. And staff members involved have been ordered to complete a 2-hour online training class. A follow-up now on a bomb threat that interrupted a class day at Venice High School. Students were evacuated from the school on November 3rd as a precaution, and no explosive device was ever found. Venice police say a 12-year-old boy made that threat. The police department, the state attorney, Venice High School, and the boy's parents discussed the potential felony and decided not to arrest the boy. The Sarasota County School District is alerting all schools to pay close attention to their food supply. A mother of 3 students at Goscio Elementary says her daughter was served a moldy breakfast. Faith Lamb took pictures of this moldy bread and jelly that were served in her daughter's free breakfast on Friday. The school district says this is the second issue with the individually packaged jelly in just the last week and blamed the manufacturer. The school has since removed the shipment and other moldy items from its kitchen.
From my perspective, this is definitely an isolated incident. Now, we will make sure to communicate with the rest of our staff at other schools to keep an eye out for this item.
The Florida Department of Health, Sarasota County will conduct an investigation at the elementary school tomorrow in response to that complaint. Sarasota County is trying something new to address the affordable housing problem. There is a strong demand for housing on the Suncoast, especially for those with low to moderate incomes. In 2006, 19,000 households with incomes less than $50,000 a year were considered cost burdened. By 2014, that number had increased to over 22,000 households. The county wants to get input from the public so it can identify the gaps in the housing mix between supply and demand and then implement solutions actions to address those gaps. The county is launching an online survey, which you can find on our website, mysuncoast.com. And now for a check on our forecast, let's head over to Bob.
Thanks, Haley. Today we have a few light rain showers occurring now across the Suncoast, associated with a cold front now that is making progress down through Florida right now. It's south of Orlando, moving through the Tampa Bay area and now continuing to progress to the southeast. I mentioned that light rainfall. There's some moderate showers offshore. You can see some of that activity right there along I-75 and State Road 70 and 64. Also into Anna Maria, so we can expect some light to moderate precipitation occurring over the next several hours as this continues to push to the south. Behind it, some slightly cooler air will move in and some drier air at that. Right now, we can see some rainfall in Longboat Key stretching up toward Anna Maria Island, all the way over to Bayshore Gardens. Currently at the airport, we have cloudy skies and temperature of 69 degrees. The dew point is starting to drop somewhat. Winds are out of the north at 6 and the pressure 30.01 inches, and that is holding steady. As far as cloud cover goes, quite a bit of it tonight. Didn't get much of a chance to see the supermoon. It poke through every once in a while. We'll have much more in our forecast for the remainder of the week and talk about a stronger cold front headed away coming up in a few minutes. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. Sarasota Memorial is moving forward with plans to open a new destination cancer center. The Sarasota County Public Hospital Board approved the first phase of the facility planning in October, which allocated up to $4 million to begin the design phase, which is now underway. The cancer center will be built on the main campus, and SMH says it will offer services ranging from prevention to diagnosis and then treatment and follow-up care. SMH estimates and anticipates that this will be complete within 3 to 4 years. Tonight, as part of our Suncoast 2037 series, we are looking at how the court system could change over the next 20 years. The Florida Bar Association has made a lot of recommendations and predictions about the future of the court system. One trend that may pick up steam: fewer physical appearances in courtrooms. Over the past few years, you've probably noticed that we have seen a lot more defendants appear via Skype or video conference. Judge Erika Quartermaine with the 12th Judicial Circuit says she believes the court system is lagging behind in technological advances compared to the business world. Quartermaine says many offices are still using paper to record cases and are not communicating electronically, which she hopes will change.
I certainly hope that they and the court system as a whole can have the resources available to remain on par with other parts of our world.
And as we continue our Suncoast 2037 series throughout November, you can find stories on everything ranging from traffic to sea levels and our education system. You can find that on our website, mysuncoast.com. Straight ahead, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with the official Suncoast forecast, plus a stunning verdict in the so-called hot car murder trial.
The evidence showed that he did this intentionally. He has malice in his heart, absolutely.
How the man accused of leaving his toddler inside his SUV reacted to the jury's decision. Plus, a new White House team who's being tapped for the top jobs in Donald Trump's administration. That's next.
The Crystal Classic International Sand Sculpting Festival on Siesta Beach, November 11th through 15th, with 24 of the world's best sand sculptors. Bring the family for new hands-on kids activities, live music, food, sand sculpting lessons, and more. See SiestaKeyCrystalClassic.com for details.
I'm Alan Cohn. A controversial appointment to the Trump administration. Steve Bannon is facing harsh criticism. We'll investigate his ties to the Suncoast.
Tomorrow on ABC7 News at 7. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you. Download ABC7's free all-new news app at your app store today.
Gold fever has once again swept the nation. And everyone is rushing to Florida to strike it doubly rich. Introducing the $5 million Gold Rush Doubler. We're doubling cash prizes for over $752 million in payouts. And 36 prizes from $1 million to $5 million. The Florida Gold Rush is on. The Florida Lottery, just imagine.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPV.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Alex Karras Lincoln's holiday sales event is here. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $269 per month, or a 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury. Winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Sun Coast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Come see the Crystal Classic International Sand Sculpting Festival November 11th through 15th on Siesta Beach. Check out the Crystal Classic Party Tent, produced by Siesta Key Chamber of Commerce and Moat Marine. Details including remote parking via SCAT. Visit SiestaKeyCrystalClassic.com.
Bob, unfortunately, since it's cloudy, we can't see the supermoon,
Right.
but we got a great glance at it last night.
Yeah, and it wasn't much different than what it'll be tonight. So if you saw it last night, good for you. We had some fair skies last night, but tonight a different story. We had some photos sent in. We had some clouds earlier, though. Norm Schimmel getting this shot, showing kind of a gray, colorless, opaque Midwestern sky, it appears, as a front moves on down. And this was last night. Val getting this one, beautiful shot of the supermoon, closest in its orbit around the Earth, perigee known as. And I tell you what, it was looking good last night. And as far as the clouds go, and showers are still around. They're starting to break up to the north of us as a result of the front slowly making its way down south right now. And you can see that wind has turned out of the north, and that wind out of the north here indicates that the front has indeed passed Ocala and Gainesville. We're still getting a bit of a northeasterly component, but that will soon change, and we'll usher in some cooler and drier air. We could see some 40s to the north of the Tampa Bay area for low temperatures well to the north of the Tampa Bay area. Still, though, some moderate to heavier showers occurring offshore. These will be making their way onshore through the overnight hours, and it looks as though red tide is still a factor, although it's lessening in some areas. Still, we're getting high concentrations to moderate concentrations in near New Pass and also near Lido, as well as some areas into Manatee County and along Longboat Key, as well as Anna Maria Island. Although these isolated areas are shrinking in size, they're still on the high category there, so we'll keep that in mind. As far as temperatures go, 69 degrees right now, and the dew point is at 59, humidity at 70%. We have a north wind at 6, and the pressure 30.01 inches, and that's holding steady right now. The high today was a little bit below average, 1 degree in fact, 78, our normal high at 79, and the record 89 set back in 1964, 66 was the morning low. No rainfall accumulation officially at the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport. We could get up to maybe 0.05 of an inch with some of these showers moving onshore. Temperatures around the area, 66 in Bradenton, Parrish, 1 degree cooler, 64 Waterleaf, Rosedale at 65. If you're out on the water, upper 60s to low 70s. Anna Maria now at 71 degrees, and at Siesta Key at 69. Osprey, you're at 67 degrees. And down south into Northport at 65. Inglewood, you're at 67 degrees, and Plantation at 66. As far as the overall forecast goes, tomorrow, looking for a little bit more sunshine. So folks visiting and still out to the Crystal Classic on a Siesta Key, it should be a little more sunshine out there. Temperatures warming to 77 degrees, slightly below average, but a little bit more sunshine. We'll start off the morning in the low 60s to mid 60s up and down the coast. The drier air is slowly sinking southward as that moisture is starting to move out of here. And that's what's going to happen tomorrow as that patch of dry air moves in. Skies will begin to clear out a little bit. Well, it's not clearing out in the Western Caribbean. The National Hurricane Center giving this now a 70% chance of developing into a tropical cyclone over the next 5 days. Only a 10% chance of it developing over the next day or so. So we'll keep an eye on that. The next name up is Otto, and even if it were to develop, it wouldn't move much to the north as a result of high pressure kind of dominating the weather. It's cold in Buffalo, at least chillier there than here, 42 in Omaha, and Denver at 58 degrees, Wichita at 46, and Dallas at 65. For boaters tomorrow, shapes out like this. Winds out of the north at 10 knots. Seas will be Generally 2 feet or less with a light chop in the bays and inland waters. The water temperature cooling to 74 degrees, and the UV index will be high at 8 by tomorrow afternoon. Tides upcoming 11:18 just in a few minutes from now. The low tide will be at 7:35 and sunrise at 6:51. Supermoon, well, mostly cloudy skies, not too super seeing it. 62 for low tomorrow. Some clearing. We'll see partly cloudy skies, 76 for a high, north winds at 5 to 10. The extended forecast does call for gradually warming up into the low 80s by Friday and Saturday. Then here comes a very dry cold front, not bringing much rain, but much cooler air. Highs in the low 70s on Sunday, and it will be breezy, making it feel even cooler. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. A Georgia jury has delivered the harshest verdict in the so-called hot car murder trial. Justin Ross Harris, who goes by his middle name Ross, faced murder charges in the death of his toddler left in the back seat of his SUV. ABC's Elizabeth Herr has the details.
The verdict is in,
We find the defendant guilty.
and it is guilty on all counts. Ross Harris faced 8 counts, including malice murder, accused of intentionally leaving his son, 22-month-old Cooper Harris, inside a hot car for nearly 7 hours in June 2014. Prosecutors told the jury Harris wanted an escape, arguing he was living a double life, trying to get rid of his toddler so he could have an easier way out of his marriage, adding that the incident happened just days after Harris watched a video about hot car deaths.
Actions speak louder than words in this case, and anybody who could do this, and the evidence showed that he did this intentionally, he has malice in his heart, absolutely.
Harris's attorney countered that the government's case wasn't enough for a conviction. His defense team maintained Harris loved his son. His ex-wife, who was once a suspect in the case herself, even testified during the trial to Harris's devotion to their child. In closing arguments, the defense tried to convince the jury prosecutors failed to prove their case. But the state pushed back, saying if Cooper's car seat was visible in the car, jurors must find Harris guilty.
When an innocent person is convicted, there's been some breakdowns in the system, and that's what happened here.
Guilty on all counts means Harris now faces a maximum of life in prison without parole, plus an additional 40 years. He's scheduled to be sentenced on December 5th. Elizabeth Herr, ABC News, New York.
President Obama and journalists from around the world are sharing their condolences to friends and family of Gwen Ifill. The veteran PBS journalist and newscaster has died of cancer at the age of 61. Ifill co-hosted PBS NewsHour since 2013 with Judy Woodruff, the first women to co-anchor a nightly news broadcast. Ifill also moderated vice presidential debates in 2004 and 2008 and one of the Democratic primary debates this year. In a statement, the president of PBS called Ifill, quote, one of America's leading lights in journalism. Donald Trump's transition team says the incoming president will meet with Vice President-elect Mike Pence in New York tomorrow as he makes his decisions on his senior staff and cabinet. Pence is overseeing the transition effort, and it appears Rudy Giuliani is the favorite to be Secretary of State. That's according to an anonymous senior Trump official who says there's no real competition for that job and that it is the former New York mayor's if he wants it. Meanwhile, one of Donald Trump's other picks for his White House staff is already sparking some controversy. Trump named former Breitbart News chief Steve Bannon as his chief strategist. Bannon had served as Trump's campaign chair for the last several months, serving as the CEO of the campaign. The Anti-Defamation League condemned Bannon's appointment, claiming he has ties to white nationalists. Trump's newly named White House chief of staff, Reince Priebus, is defending Bannon.
I find him not to be the way that he's being accused. I find him to be the opposite, and I think people need to give people time and give people an opportunity and not make judgments. Don't judge people based on what other people say.
Kellyanne Conway, Trump's campaign manager, says the president-elect will be naming more members of his administration soon. President Obama is embarking on one last taxpayer-funded journey abroad. During the 7-day trip, the president will visit Greece for the first time and stop through Germany for meetings with the Chancellor, Angela Merkel, and other European leaders. He will then make a stop in Peru for the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit. President Obama will use his final overseas speech to tout the United States' economic growth and try to put a positive light on globalization. Some local kindergartners are making handmade Thanksgiving and Christmas cards for seniors, and it's all part of a Comfort Keepers outreach program called Comforting Cards. The cards will be distributed to the Senior Friendship Centers, where they will be sent to several organizations, including seniors in their Meals on Wheels program, the Jewish Children and Family Services Homebound Client Program, and residents in low-income housing. Comfort Keepers provided students with the cards and the items to color and decorate them, and they added, of course, some special messages for the seniors. One goal of this program is to instill the values of caring for our elders.
They can see these cards and know how happy we are for them.
There are so many seniors that do not have any family nearby, they're homebound, and we really wanted to come up with a way to connect, especially our youngest with our oldest.
Philippi Shores Elementary is one of 6 Suncoast schools donating their time for this Comforting Cards program. The kids are doing a great job. Sports is next with highlights from tonight's Lightning game, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
I've seen the future, and it is this. Did you ever imagine that one day you would be singing in an animated Disney film? No. No. No.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, you'll always get the most for your money. More years, more miles, more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And right now, you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet. A new 2017 Subaru Forester for just $209 a month. Or get 0% financing. Complimentary maintenance included at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
They took that stress and that tension when I was particularly feeling very bad after that nasty car accident, and it was such a relief to know that I didn't have to bear that burden alone, that I had help.
Our goal is to not just get a satisfactory settlement on their case. We want them up on their feet, happy again. They've gotten their life back.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Selling your home? Insist on a 3D showcase tour from Gulf Shores Realty. Virtual tours are flat and boring and look more like a slideshow than a tour. A 3D tour from Gulf Shores Realty is like actually walking through the home without the drive. Get instant access to your next home from any device. Multiple views give homebuyers a perspective like no other. For a limited time, mention ABC7 and Gulf Shores Realty will provide a complimentary 3D tour with your new listing.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere.
everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Now, sports.
The Bucks getting today off, which has been a rarity this season after a home game. Monday off days only happen after victories, and yesterday's home win was the first of the season. The Buccaneers getting some big plays in the passing game against the Bears, especially this scramble from quarterback Jameis Winston. He somehow avoids the rush and completes a long pass to receiver Mike Evans. The Bucks winning for the fourth time this season, 36-10. Winston says even though running back Doug Martin didn't rush for a lot of yards, his return after missing most of the first half of the season because of injury meant a lot to the offense.
You just see his presence and him being out there, and guys want to fight for him. You know, the first snap, I went out there and I said, guys, we have Doug back. We got a new left guard. Let's play football, you know, and it was pretty big.
Winston on Sunday became the youngest quarterback to throw 40 touchdowns. The Bucks play at Kansas City this Sunday. Monday Night Football, the Giants hosting the Cincinnati Bengals, and the Bengals were leading in the third quarter, but early in the fourth, the Giants scored, taking the lead 21-20 with 6 minutes left in the game. Just one game in the NHL tonight, and it features the Tampa Bay Lightning. Both starting a 5-game road trip against the New York Islanders, and they started it with a bang, with Tampa Bay taking the early lead with 2 goals in the first. JT Brown charges forward and scores, and then with less than a minute left in the period, Ryan Callahan gets one in. Kucherov and Stamkos are able to score 2 more for the Bolts in the second period. No goals in the third, but Andrei Vasilevsky was stellar in goal tonight, logging a shutout. He finished with 34 saves, keeping the game scoreless for New York. That's a look at sports. We'll have tonight's lotto numbers straight ahead.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC7. We're here for you.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
And for a limited time, Minnesota Flooring is offering you unbelievable pricing on tile and laminate. Porcelain tile only $1.59. Ceramic tile 99 cents. And 16 by 16 tile $1.19. Laminate flooring is only 99 cents. But these prices won't last. Don't miss out on these great deals. Hurry into Minnesota Flooring today.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop pad that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 pick it up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
Come meet the artists and enjoy their creations at the Sarasota Fine Art Festival. Over 100 artists and thousands of works of contemporary art in photography, glass, sculpture, jewelry, and much more. The 4th Annual Sarasota Fine Art Festival. Saturday and Sunday, November 19th and 20th at Selby 5 Points Park in downtown Sarasota. Bring your love and appreciation of art to the Sarasota Fine Art Festival. For more information, visit ParagonArtEvents.com.
Why wait until the turkey has you feeling tired? The Black Friday sales event has already started at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Come shop the area's largest selection of new Jeep Grand Cherokees. Stop by today and drive away in a brand new Jeep Compass for just $15,999. Or save big on a new Jeep Cherokee starting at just $19,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Hello, I'm Jamie DiDomenico with Cool Today, Plumbing Today, and Energy Today. Here on the Suncoast, taking care of people is more than a slogan. It's a way of life. On Tuesday, November 15th, do your part and show that the Suncoast cares. Come by the Suncoast Blood Bank from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. and donate one or more of these important items needed by local organizations, including a life-saving blood donation. For more details, visit suncoastcares.org. That's Tuesday, November 15th from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Suncoast Blood Bank. See you there.
We're used to self-service checkouts, but how about a self-service dog wash? There is now one in Sherman, Texas that takes the mess out of washing your dog. Instead of fighting with your pup trying to wrangle them into the bathtub and then getting your bathtub filthy, you can take them to Izzy's Pet Emporium. Customers can use the deep tubs to wash their dog. There's a basket filled with shampoo and brushes and toothpaste. The baths are priced by the dog's size and weight and range between $10 and $15. And the weirdest thing about this, just yesterday, after our dogs bathed them, well, I should give Max credit, he bathed them this time around, that I said we need one of these so that you don't have to